There are many mysteries in the world. Despite remarkable advances in science, we humans are still most ignorant of the world's numerous aspects. What seems stranger to us than the land we inhabit is the ocean, which is the setting of numerous stories, legends, and mysteries. Scientists have figured out the answers to many of these mysteries, but many more remain unanswered. The captivating marine world includes mysterious ships, lost cities, and secret treasures. The lost city of Atlantis tops the list of all of these. The fabled island of Atlantis, which submerged beneath the waves in the ancient past, took a sophisticated society with it. Is there a chance we'll ever find it? Or perhaps more significantly, did it ever exist? For thousands of years, people have been enthralled with the search for Atlantis, such that one is left wondering if it was a genuine island where the lost city of Atlantis was meant to be. The lost city of Atlantis, which was first mentioned by the Greek philosopher Plato more than 2,300 years ago, is one of the world's biggest mysteries. The utopian island kingdom allegedly existed 9,000 years before Plato's time and inexplicably vanished one day. This city, which is renowned for being the exhibition of all earthly delights, is both mysterious and enticing. Atlantis was described in Plato's writings as being larger than Libya and Asia combined, which, in Plato's day, would have referred to modern-day northern Africa and more than half of Turkey. It was located somewhere outside the Strait of Gibraltar in the Atlantic Ocean. It is a big enough continent to be visible on sonar scans of the ocean floor if it did truly exist somewhere beneath the surface of the Atlantic. So how did Atlantis come to stand in for a vanished utopian society? Many individuals have looked to ancient literature for hints on how to identify Atlantis. Atlantis is initially mentioned in Plato's dialogues Critias and Timaeus, where Critias depicts an island nation that predated civilization by 10,000 years. Critias claimed Atlantis had a 9,000-person population and was a powerful, affluent empire. Many creatures, including lions, tigers, and elephants, were reported to reside in the gardens of Atlantis, which were among the most exquisite on the entire globe. There were a lot of beaches along the Atlantean coast where people could unwind and take in the sunshine. Atlantis was an affluent, self-sufficient metropolis with a thriving economy. It had an advanced society with a potent military, sophisticated infrastructure, and a thriving agricultural sector. Additionally, there were numerous factories and trading channels in Atlantis. Atlantis was claimed to have a perfect climate. Additionally, the island was reputed to be disease-free. Plato claimed that the inhabitants of Atlantis were among the world's healthiest and most attractive people. In the decades after Columbus brought word of the New World to Europe, many people asserted that America was the legendary Atlantis, but it was in the 20th and 21st centuries that the hunt truly took off. Some researchers have cited a volcano explosion that decimated Minoan towns and destroyed portions of the island of Santorini around 1600 BC. With great hoopla, a team declared in 2018 that they had discovered concrete proof that Atlantis existed. A group of circles in a national park in Spain served as important proof. It turns out they were experimental ponds built in 2004 and 2005 for a zooplankton study. For a large portion of his professional career, Kenneth Fetter, an emeritus professor of anthropology at Central Connecticut State University, has dealt with claims of Atlantis. Fetter argues that although there is no evidence to support Plato's claim that the lost city of Atlantis ever existed, those who get fascinated by the tale may occasionally get drawn into true archaeology. Fetter claims that as a disciple, we don't do enough proactive work. He asserts that against popular belief, archaeologists know a great deal about the other frequently mythologized sites like Stonehenge, the Egyptian pyramids, and Aztec towns. But if what we're left with is that people are inquisitive because they see movies about Atlantis or ancient aliens, then we need to be able to capitalize on that. Then where is Atlantis located? Others think the island is in the Mediterranean Sea, while others think it is in the Atlantic Ocean. The fact that the name Atlantis is derived from the Greek word Atlantios, which means island of Atlas, lends credence to this theory. Atlantis may have existed even though little is known about the prehistoric period. The advanced civilization he envisioned piqued attention around the world when Minnesota's Representative Ignatius Donnelly published his book Atlantis, the Antediluvian World in 1882. All ancient cultures, including those in Greece, Egypt, and Mesoamerica, according to Donnelly, descended from Atlantis. He suggested that a catastrophic event, such as a comet striking the planet, destroyed Atlantis. Other Atlantis ideas contend that the fabled metropolis is submerged. Because so many ships and airplanes have vanished there, the Bermuda Triangle is a favorite location for the lost city. Some historians and academics think that the Sahara Desert is where the Atlantis once stood. They believe the city is still undiscovered and is buried beneath the sand. A group of French academics thought they had discovered proof of a vanished metropolis in the Sahara Desert in 1999. The archaeologists discovered an old road and some ruins, but they were unable to uncover sufficient proof that Atlantis was situated nearby. There is a recurring theme in many Atlantis stories, a catastrophic event that submerged the city beneath the water. An earthquake, a tsunami, or volcanic eruption could have caused this catastrophe. Whatever the reason, Atlantis was permanently lost, regardless of the cause. Some hypotheses and researchers suggest that Atlantis could be in the following places. Greece's Santorini. Many people think Santorini is the long-lost Atlantean city. The fact that Atlantis is located on Santorini's peninsula, which was once an island, lends credence to this theory. The island is believed to have been destroyed by a volcanic eruption in 1500 BCE. The island was submerged as a result of this eruption. A Greek professor named Angelos Gallanoponis claimed to have discovered Atlantis-related artifacts on Santorini in 1960. He goes into great detail about the layout of the city and how it was destroyed. But there are numerous issues with this theory. To start, the existence of Atlantis is not supported by any evidence. Second, it is unlikely that Santorini would have been the site of the mythological Atlantis, even if it had existed. The island is too small to represent the fabled Atlantean continent. Additionally, the island's circular shape does not fit Plato's depiction of Atlantis. Santorini is a stunning location to visit and is worth adding to your trip itinerary despite these concerns. Portugal's Azores. 9 islands make up the Azores, which are located in the Atlantic Ocean. São Miguel is the name of the sizable island. About 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles, separate these islands from Portugal. The Azores were initially discovered in the 15th century by Portuguese explorers. Some people think that Atlantis' lost metropolis, the Azores, actually exists. The island's location in a relatively isolated area of the Earth serves as the foundation for this notion. The island's high level of volcanic activity may have contributed to its submersion. Numerous claims of odd behavior, including UFO sightings and disappearances, have been made about the Azores. However, there is no evidence to back up the idea that the Azores are a representation of the long-lost city of Atlantis because they do not match the description given by Plato. Additionally, the Azores are not at the proper geographic location to be Atlantis. The Mediterranean Sea, not the Atlantic Ocean, is where the fabled lost city is said to be located. Bahamas. Bimini. In the Bahamas, there is an island called Bimini. Due to its crystal clear waters and white sand beaches, Bimini is a well-liked tourist resort. Due to the numerous odd things that have been discovered there, some people think that Bimini is the lost metropolis of Atlantis. Atlantis ruins would be discovered near Bimini, according to a 1968 prediction made by a man by the name of Edgar Cayce. A rock formation was found in 1969 off the shore of Bimini, which some people think was created artificially. The Bimini Road is the name of this formation. There are also rumors that the ancient city of Atlantis lies close to Bimini Road. There is no proof, nevertheless, that Bimini is the fabled Atlantean metropolis. Greece's Crete. The Minoans were the dominant civilization in Crete in the year 2000 BC. The Minoans established a sophisticated civilization and created numerous exquisite palaces. They traded with various cultures and were also adept sailors. Atlantis, according to the historian Plato, was a small island close to Crete. According to him, Atlantis was a strong empire that once tried to conquer Athens, but was repulsed. Some people think the Minoan culture is the inspiration for Plato's narrative. They believe that a volcanic eruption on the island of Santorini is what wiped out the Minoans. Atlantis could also be found in Malta, Gibraltar, or the Canary Islands. On the island of Crete, a bullstone head has been discovered. The head Plato portrayed in his story is comparable to this one. Spain's Andalusia. West of Bimini, you'll journey to Spain's Andalusia region. This area contains the city of Cadiz, which some people think could have been the location of Atlantis. Atlantis was a wealthy island close to the Pillars of Hercules, the Strait of Gibraltar, according to Plato. Cadiz, which is only a few miles from the Pillars, unquestionably meets this requirement. Some believe that the model for Plato's story was Tartessus, a former empire that included Andalusia. The Andalusian city of Tauris has frequently been compared in Hebrew literature to Atlantis. So is this the location of the lost city? Although it is feasible, there isn't any proof to back it up. A statue of Poseidon and a sizable stone disk are among the unusual items researchers have discovered in the adjacent waters. These artifacts, however, could have come from any number of ancient civilizations, and they are not proof that Atlantis existed in this area at one time. We are getting closer to discovering the lost metropolis of Atlantis with every new piece of evidence. Where is Atlantis then? Unfortunately, we might never be certain, but we won't stop looking despite that. In conclusion, the mythical city of Atlantis has fascinated people all across the world from antiquity to the present. Although there isn't any clear proof of Atlantis yet, modern technology makes the possibility that it may still exist quite real. So, the hunt for Atlantis goes on. The future? Maybe one day we'll discover it. What do you think? How do you feel about it? Please let us know in the comment section below. We'll be thrilled to hear from you.